starting to tackle all of my fall jobs, and part of that is I just let my plants cell seed, and for my perennials I typically pot them up and overwinter them. Well, they're perennials, they'll come back next year, but usually pot them up, and then next year when I'm ready to plant, I can basically plant them wherever I want to plant them. So this year I'm just going to go around the yard and show you what has cell seeded and how I typically pot them up, and then where I store them for the winter and then next year as well. Before we do that, I do want to turn the camera around. First of all, you're going to see some beautiful things, but you're also going to see a little bit of a jungle behind me. But I want to show you guys my marigolds. They are looking amazing. Do you see this, guys? I mean, isn't that amazing? Look at this. By the way, this is one plant we're talking about here. So the stem of the plant is at the root, what do you call it? The trunk of the plant is right there. And this is one little Dollar Tree plant seed, all right? And look how big it has gotten. It's crazy. One plant. So yeah, French marigold. Amazing, isn't it? Sorry, we got sidetracked, but I really did need to show you guys this. So let's go ahead and get back to the task at hand, which is the perennials that I've cell seeded and what I typically do for them. So I got a tray and I got some potting soil in each of these. So I'm going to go ahead and use this to pot up my thing. So first one that I want to show you is I've got a bunch of rudbeckia that's cell seeded, which they're looking amazing. And so let's pot those up first. So I'm not sure if you can see, but here these are all rudbeckias that's cell seeded, and they're really fairly large. So I'm going to go ahead and pot those up. So for the potting soil, pretty much all I do, guys, is I just clear the dirt away, the wood chip away, and then I try to do a little bit of the root bulb, the root with it as much as I possibly can. So I dug it up like this, and that's what I'm going to plant. Oh, I'm sorry. I basically did this instead. Too bad. That's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and plant it there. Let me bring it a little bit closer so you can see me actually digging and planting it up. So here's my rudbeckia, clearing the wood chip away as much as I can, and then I'm just gonna dig and try to get some of the roots out. So this is what it looks like. Oh, this is what it looks like. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pot them up. And then for these, what I do is I just basically leave it in my plant nursery area. And that's about it. So, but yeah, that's it. Let me do this one over here too. Actually, this one looks like it's 2. So I'm just going to go ahead and pot them up just like this. So that's all I do. Alright, so let's go around the yard and get these all dug up. This may seem mundane, but this is by far one of the most favorable jobs I love to do in the fall. It's just dig up my perennials that are cell seeded, and usually what I try to do is, if the yard is clear, meaning all of the annuals and all the stuff is gone by the time I'm doing this, I can direct plant these, but at this point it's not, and I'm not sure where exactly I'm going to put them or not, and I don't want to leave them in the walkway where I can step on them, so I just like to pot them up. Alright, so here's my first tray of plants that I potted up. So let's continue. So I'm going to go ahead and put this with my regular plant stash. Now what I do is this year I'm going to try out something a little bit differently, in that my perennials here, I'm actually going to put them in the unheated side of the greenhouse that has sunlight. So I'm going to try to put that in there because I think what it'll do is it'll keep them a little bit warmer, some cool, but maybe earlier in the spring they'll get a little bit more size earlier. So I'm going to experiment with that this year. I hope that made sense what I just said, you guys. Alright, let's continue. Got my second area that's right here that has more of the rudbeckia that's self-seeded. And I'm gonna go ahead and dig those up too as well. Now, I don't know if you can see, but there's a bunch of begonia that's self-seeded itself that I'm just going to leave for right now because it's not going to really do anything because they're going to die out in the fall, but come spring they will sprout again. And usually, because they grow about 10 to 12 feet tall, I will usually dig those up and plant them at the back of the border just because they get really, really tall. So let's continue potting up our plants. I don't know about you, but I love rudbeckia. I'm going to pop in a picture of what these look like when they're blooming, and they bloom, I would say, about a good month and change, if I'm not wrong on that. So I'll pop in a picture so you guys can see it. Another one right over here. Now there's a lot of little ones that are coming up. I'm going to let them grow on a little bit more before I transplant them because they're too tiny in my opinion to transplant right now. So I'm only doing the ones that have good sizes on them. Found a really big one. Oh, there's two bigger ones here. Do that. A plant nursery, you guys. We're full. Most of these are free. Some of it I did buy. So the next perennial I want to pot up is my strawberry begonia. So if you notice, there's little strawberry begonia plants all around here. So they do runners, and then the runners basically root in from there. So there's a lot that I need to divide up. So I'm going to pot those up too as well. I just want to show you the foliage. So now it's fall and they're starting to show a little bit of color. And they give like the most beautiful white flower, which I'm going to try to pop a picture in so you can see what it looks like. Alright, so let's go ahead and do pot up my strawberry begonias. Now, I had these containers and, well, you can't see it. I had these containers and they had some old soil in them. So what I did was I basically put some fertilizer in them to kind of rejuvenate them a little bit and give them a really good drink of water as well. Just mixing in the fertilizer. The soil is a little bit hydrophobic, so I did went ahead and give it a good drink of water, and then when I'm done potting up the strawberry begonia, I'm going to go ahead and water it in again. So let's start digging up these. There's a tiny little plant. Isn't that beautiful? So cute. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. So this one actually has 3 plants that I can get out of it. Ooh. This is a pretty big piece, so I'm splitting it up. Wow, I'm getting really big ones here, you guys. Look at this one. Plant was starting to get a little bit too big in that area, so I just decided to break it apart. I'm getting 4 actually from that one clump that I dug up. Oh, actually this one could split a little bit more than that. This one I'm gonna go in here because there's a little tiny. This one is a little bit too tiny, so we'll see. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. You can see what I'm doing here. Alright, so I need 1 more. Let me grab this one right here. There you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and water these in because the plant again the soil is a little bit hydrophobic. So let me put some water on this. I do want to show you my blue wood aster. It's actually blooming, and it's blooming its head off. So I don't know if these sell seed, but I'm hoping that they do, because I would love to have these sprinkled around in the shade garden area. This is a native perennial in our zone, so just absolutely gorgeous. So I figure I'll pop that in this video because it's looking amazing. I'm going to bring you guys in a little closer so you can see it. So here are the flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous. So it would be nice to have this sprinkled in the shade garden, especially since it gives flowers in the fall. So here's my stash of perennials that I dug up here. So these are all of the rudbeckia, and then over here are my strawberry begonias. So I'm just going to leave them here. I'll move them into the greenhouse later on, the unheated side of the greenhouse later on, and then they'll just stay there all winter. Alright, hopefully you learned something on how you can pot up your perennials that basically self-seeded, and how to keep them alive during the winter and then plant them out next spring. Hopefully you learned something from this. Would love if you can like, comment, subscribe to the video, share with a gardening friend too as well. And this is one of the most enjoyable time of the year for me in the yard because the weather is just amazing, just amazing. So Until next time, everybody, happy gardening.